Hey guys, it's Blake here, aka the Real Nerdy Dude. So today we got a super awesome video for you guys. So I'm going to be talking about one of the biggest topics in our industry, which is Savant versus Control 4. Specifically, we're going to talk about the user interfaces. So a lot of customers ask us, what is the difference between Savant and Control 4? And that's really a hard conversation because their UIs are so different. So first, let's highlight or spotlight Savant. And in the Savant UI, we're going to go over media control, HVAC control, Savant scenes, audio control, lighting control, and shade control. Savant is going to be a really awesome layout. So to start, we're here on the home screen. And we are going to be controlling the theater room, but this could be a surround sound or family room just as easy. We've got the volume. We've turned the volume up. We're scrolling up and down. These are the transports. So basically, we're going left, right, up or down. And on an iPad, this looks really awesome. We're going to go into the home video. Now, we're still in the theater room, so we haven't gone back to the main page, and all we're doing is adjusting the thermostat. So maybe you're watching a movie, and it's a little cold or a little hot. You can then go in and adjust the thermostat accordingly. We're going to go back into the theater room. We're going to hit the home button. So now we're back on the main interface or the main screen. This is our scene selection. So maybe you want to turn off the theater room completely. Maybe you want to go into some other type of scene. That would be the scene display. So now here we're back at the home screen. We're going to hit our top button. That brings us to the rooms. As you see, theater rooms at the top. So now we're in the theater room, and we're going to select what audio we would like to see in the theater room. So we selected audio in the theater room, and right now our source that we chose is TuneIn Radio. If you don't know what TuneIn Radio, it's really cool. You can listen to any radio station in the world. So if you want to listen to some London hip hop, you can definitely do that. As you can see, the user interface is integrated perfectly with TuneIn Radio. These are all the radio stations that you can get both locally. There's 97.9 The Box if you're here in Houston. We're turning up the volume. You can decrease the volume. So right now we are controlling the audio in the theater room still. So we're jamming out in our theater room. Maybe we've got some surround sound. We want to hear that radio channel and surround sound. So now we're going to go into the lighting. And so the really cool thing about Savant lighting is that it actually mimics what's going on in the room, which is really awesome. So as you can see here on the screen, as the lights dim up or down, it's actually a direct reflection of what's going on in the room. So we're going to scroll over and we're going to adjust our shades in the theater room. So we're going to pick which shade we want, and we're going to open them or we can close them. Another thing that's really cool with Savant is you can take a picture of the room and you can actually display that in the UI. So that was a brief highlight of Savant. So now we're going to go into Control 4, and we're going to show you the same setup with a different UI. So one thing that's really cool about Control 4 is you can lock down the interface, which, as you saw, we don't want you guys seeing what our code is for our theater room. So we went in and we opened up the theater room, and now we are in the theater room. As you can see, Control 4 UI is a little more traditional in the sense that you have traditional transports. We hit the power button on the right hand side. That turned off the room, bringing us back to the main screen. You'll notice at the top you see theater, and now as we're changing it at the top, you see safety room. The verbiage at the top of the screen is dictating what room we're in. So this is our showroom. So we just navigated from the safety room to the theater. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select some audio. And so same thing, this is tune in radio. We're going to adjust the volume. Oh, I'm sorry, this is not tune in radio. This is actually a traditional tuner. So this is just an antenna that's connected to the system, but you do have tune in radio with Control 4 as well. We're going to adjust the lights here. So as you can see, we've hit our lighting, and on the UI, you have all of your rooms labeled. And so you can independently select what room and how you want the light to dim, either up or down. You can also, just like Savant, you can select shades. Those are the 3 different shades. You can select what shade you want, and then you can go up or down to the level that you want the shade at, which is actually really convenient. It's really awesome. So there you have it. Those are the differences between Savant and Control 4. This is just a very brief overview. We're gonna do each category independently in our next series of videos to give you guys a more um, in-depth explanation of the UIs and show you all the ins and outs of each section of each control system.